Today, we will be diving into episode 12, the finale of No Gain No Love. Grab your tissues because this episode is packed with drama, heartbreak, and some heartfelt moments that you won't want to miss. The final episode begins with a heavy heart as we say goodbye to Hae-young's mom Unok. Hae-young, her foster sisters, and Ji-wook plan the funeral, where Hae-young takes on the role of chief mourner. The goodbye scenes were very emotional and felt genuine, especially when Unok's foster kids come to pay their respects. During the funeral, Hui-sung reveals her breakup with Tae-hyun but decides to keep the baby, thing that Hae-young didn't agree with but decided to respect her decision. Now let's talk about Ji-wook and Hae-young's relationship. After the funeral, Ji-wook makes a heartfelt promise to Hae-young, vowing to never let go of her hand. But Hae-young, feeling the weight of his promises, wanted him to be free. In a heart-wrenching scene, she takes off his wedding ring and leaves, breaking down in tears when she returns home. That night, Ji-wook visits to collect his things, marking a painful turning point for the couple. Despite Hae-young being in so much pain, she doesn't stop him believing it is the right choice. Fast forward to the big event at Kulbi Education, where Hae-young appears in a bee costume. Kyu-hyun urges her to see Ji-wook off at the airport, but she declines. At the airport, Kyu-hyun insists he doesn't have to go and tries to convince him to stay in Korea, but Ji-wook has already set his mind to go. This moment is bittersweet as Hae-young learns he's boarded the plane from Ja-young. She checks the card he wrote for her in their fake wedding day. And even though she misses him so much, she stood her ground and still believes letting him go is the best choice. 6 months later. Jumping 6 months ahead, Hae-young is not sitting idle. Teaming up with Ha-jun, she's launched a startup after being angry about On Woo-jae's success in the company. Meanwhile, Kyu-hyun is celebrating Kulbi's success, boasting about the company hitting a whopping 1 trillion in revenue. However, his father, who is apparently already aware of his relationship, refuses to accept Jae-young as daughter-in-law. His dad didn't respect his promise to let him marry the girl he wants if the company reaches 1 trillion won in revenue. He said that he can't allow him to bring a scribbler home as a daughter-in-law. As a result, he sends his son unknowingly to a blind date with an art gallery director only to find out that she is not interested in marriage neither. His father has failed as his mom doesn't mind him marrying anyone he wants. And she is also becoming a writer. She is writing about her son's romance story with Jae-young. This scene must be a hint for the spin-off series of No Gain No Love called Spice Up Our Love that is released on October 3, 2024 and consists of only 2 episodes. The main cast are Lee Sani, who plays Bok Kyu-hyun, and Han Ji-hyun, who plays Nam Jae-young in No Gain No Love. Now let's move on to talk about Hae-young's misunderstanding about Ji-wook. Wanting to sell her late mother's house, Hae-young goes to meet a potential buyer as soon as she got a call from the real estate agent. To her shock, she finds Ji-wook there with another woman. Overcome with emotion, Hae-young hides and asks her realtor to handle the meeting instead. This moment highlights her lingering feelings for Ji-wook, despite her efforts to move on. Later, as Hae-young and Ha-jun struggle to find other investors for their new project, they turn to Kyu-hyun for fundraising. He agrees to invest, showing that while their relationship may have its tensions, he valued their work. After the meeting with the CEO, Hae-young overhears colleagues talking about Ji-wook being back in town for a wedding. This stirs even more mixed emotions for her, creating a misunderstanding. Hui-sung's pregnancy and Tae-hyung. Meanwhile, Hui-sung, now heavily pregnant, meets Tae-hyun, who tries to win her back with a pregnancy simulator and the good father lessons he has been taking. Their dynamic adds layers to the episode as Hui-sung contemplates reconciliation. Jae-young and Bok Kyu-hyun's romance. In a separate storyline, Jae-young and Kyu-hyun's chemistry shines as they explore the city together on a date. Kyu-hyun surprises her with a sweet proposal along with engagement rings. Such a sweet moment. Back home, Hae-young discovers that the convenience store where Ji-wook used to work is closed. While crying, she soon encounters Ji-wook, only to learn that the woman she saw him with is his stepsister. As they talk, Ji-wook reveals he's not actually getting married, he's just attending a wedding on behalf of his stepfather. He surprises Hae-young with a birthday gift, a snow globe, and confesses that he returned for what his heart left behind. After passing the night together, Hae-young wakes up and didn't find Ji-wook next to her. She felt confused and afraid, thinking that he left again. Wearing mismatched slippers, she looked for him everywhere in the house. And finally Ji-wook enters through the door. It looks like he only stepped outside for a moment to buy birthday seaweed suit for her. He reassures with a smile and shows her that he is wearing his ring. Hae-young embraces him, declaring her love, no calculations this time. Now, let's talk about the finale's feedback. While the drama has captivated us, it has faced some criticism. According to viewers, the separation between Hae-young and Ji-wook seemed unnecessary, especially given their strong bond. Plus, Hae-young's decision to start a business felt strange to viewers. She was demoted not because she did anything wrong in the company, but because Ji-wook is the chairman's son from an affair. What viewers found the most strange is that even after the CEO made up with Ji-wook and is now dating Hae-young's dear friend and sister-like, Ji-yeon, he never fixed his mistake with Hae-young. This makes the storyline feel incomplete. Knowing that she has dedicated her life to the company, Hae-young's decision to leave and start a business feels rushed and not well justified, making it seem like it was just done to keep the plot moving. Despite these flaws, the chemistry between Hae-young and Ji-wook shone through. And thanks to the actors' amazing performances, we never felt the 12 years age gap between Kim Yeon-dae and Shin Min-ah. So, that's a wrap on our recap of No Gain No Love. What did you think of the finale? Did it live up to your expectations? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget subscribe for more K-drama content.